shot in the head for no reason at all. That ain't bad. That's nothing. Man, you think that's bad? That ain't bad. That's nothing. That ain't bad. Ooh, that ain't bad now. Ooh, you think that's bad? That ain't bad. That's nothing.
The plot for a while, couldn't find my story. Whoa. She ran off with a better guy, left me in this pity party spell. Whoa. I know it'd be better if I could act as if I was gonna bounce right back, but I can't. No. I stalked her old haunts every night, hoping she would change her mind, but she didn't. No. What's there to say when a girl don't play her game so fair? Whoa. What's there to say when a girl don't play her game so fair? Whoa. I lost my head for a while, OD'd on Valium. Ain't that some shit? But I chickened out pretty quick, just like everything. Oh, I must be pretty sick. Then I dropped out of college to pursue some fantasy. I let this girl turn my life around. I was losing it, losing her, losing me. And what's there to say when a girl don't play her game so fair? And what's there to do when you feel you're born to lose? I left my heart in 1979 just in case she would change her mind. And what's there to say when a girl don't play her game so fair? And what's there to do when you feel you're born to lose? And what's there to say when a girl don't play her game so fair? And what's there to do when you feel you're born to lose?
Don't burn books, burn your iPad instead. Throw some Kindles on the fire till it's all just twisted melting wire. Don't burn books, burn your iPad instead. Throw some Kindles on the fire till it's all just twisted melting wire. It's not uncommon to catch myself having stared at my laptop all day long, and I think, why don't I read a book or go outside? So don't burn books, burn your iPad instead. Throw some Kindles on the fire till it's all just twisted melting wire. Don't burn books, burn your iPhone instead. Crush your Android with some pliers till it's all just twisted mangled wire. Somehow I don't really feel like checking my email or even my Facebook page. I'd rather write an old-fashioned letter or maybe just go out and play. So don't burn books, burn your iPad instead. Throw some Kindles on the fire till it's all just twisted melting wire. Don't burn books, smash your laptop instead. You can't punch me in the Facebook when I'm outside riding bikes instead. Don't burn books, burn your iPhone instead. Crush your Android with some pliers till it's all just twisted mangled wire. Turn it off. Till it's all just twisted melting wire.
You may not think that you think a lot. Call yourself a dummy and maybe they'll believe you. But every time we need it, plan to save our hides, you were always the one that would turn to. So don't put yourself down. You may look like a clown, but you're funny and smart, and we're glad that you're around. Don't put yourself down. We'll pick you up off the ground, 'cause you're the best of the best, and we're glad that you're around. Now, Tin Man, you may feel that you got no heart, but you're loving all of the birds and the insects, always making sure that they are all cared for. But when did you rest away all your self-respect? So don't put yourself down. You may look like a man-shaped disco ball, but you're friendly and nice, and we're glad that you're around. Don't put yourself down. We'll pick you up off the ground, 'cause you're the best of the best, and we're glad that you're around. When lying, lovely lying, I know you've been trying to make us think that you're just not that brave. But time after time, you put yourself on the line. Every time that we need saving, we need saving. Which brings us back to Toto. Now we don't know what you think that you're not good at, but whatever it is, just forget it. 'Cause you're a dog made out of meat, and you're the size of a cat, and if anyone messes with you, they're just asking to get here. So don't put yourself down. Though you may look like the end of a dirty mop, but you're loyal and true, and we're glad that you are you. Don't put yourself down. We'll pick you up off the ground, 'cause you're the best of the best. We're glad that you're around. Now you can sing along on this one. So don't put yourself down. 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 We'll pick you up off the ground, 'cause you're the best of the best, and we're glad that you're around.
Wise man once said, the man must learn to bear a certain portion of uncertainty. And you were aging, and the war was raging, and darkness was reaching across the seas, as Uncle Sam came to you calling. Did you know what you give them? Oh, God help you. God help you. You old man.
narration from the page, now translated for the stage. It don't matter what your age is, all the rages, right here at the Bushwick Book Club.
Thank you. Welcome to our special members-only show in our 15th season of original music inspired this year by banned books. My name is Wes Weddell. I am Associate Director of Bushwick Northwest, a 501c3 nonprofit. That is the reason you are all here. I am a 6-foot-tall white guy north of 40 who kept his pandemic facial hair and is wearing his original cover Fahrenheit 451 Read and Destroy shirt with the most flame-colored overshirt I could find.
And I am Emily Persia. I am a 5'7" white woman with curly red hair, green glasses. I'm wearing a black dress that really accentuates my growing baby bump. Yes, thank you. The Bushwick Book Club Seattle acknowledges that our organization is headquartered and our events take place on the traditional and unceded land of the Coast Salish people, including the first people of Seattle, the Duwamish. We invite our audiences to learn more about whose land they occupy and experience and suggest nativeland.ca as a starting place.
We're live streaming as well. Can we make some noise so the people at home can hear us? Wonderful. Somebody took that note very literally. Thank you. We're doing a few new things tonight. Number one is we bought you the bar. Thanking our members. At home viewers, we didn't quite figure it out. But if you DoorDash something and send me an invoice, we'll talk about it. Those of you here in the room with us, restrooms are that way. Again, bar and food are there. And we hope you make good use of it. We will also be doing many giveaways tonight for you. So you should keep those raffle tickets handy and think about how you're going to read the number in the dark. Something that that is not a first-time thing tonight, but it's kind of a rare thing, is we're doing a title that we have done previously. We did original music inspired by Ray Bradbury's Fahrenheit 451 on March 16th, 2012. At the Columbia City Theater. May it rest in peace. That show is notable for a number of things, but that was the very first instance of the Bushwick quiz. We learned a lot about the quiz that night. I will tell you more about that as it goes on. But if you want to participate in tonight's Bushwick quiz, fill out your little slip and drop it in the spittoon before the quiz. The other thing that showed up that night was the Half Brothers song Don't Burn Books, which has become our season theme this year for our banned books season. That was written and debuted for that show. And I'll also mention that Bushwick began offering memberships, thank you, in October 2014 and received its 501c3 nonprofit status on February 23rd, 2017. And here we are still going.
All right, you are so lucky to be here this evening and getting to hear performances by Wes Weddell, Sheryl Wiser, Helen America, Leanna Keith, The Former Lovers, Polybanderous, Kristin Chambers, Fae Wiedenhoeft, and Jess Pillay.
What's going to happen is those people will come up probably in that order. They will tell you a little bit about their song. They will share their song with you. Each song is inspired in some way by the experience of reading Fahrenheit 451. The show will happen in 2 acts with an intermission. After intermission, there will be a quiz. If you are posting about tonight, please feel free to use the hashtag Bushwick Book Club. Tag away. Who's read it? Who's read the book? Who has read any banned book? Who's ever burned a book? We got okay. All right, more than 0 hands up in the room. Do with that information what you will. Who's ever won something from a giveaway before? Okay, I hope there will be more of those hands by the end of the evening.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am so excited to announce our very first performer this evening. You know him, you love him, Wes Weddell. For the past 25 years, Wes Weddell has worked multiple shifts in the engine room of the PNW Roots music scene as frontman, sideman, writer, teacher, and community builder. He performed at the first Bushwick Book Club Seattle show in 2010 and currently serves as the organization's associate director. Along the way, he's written 60-plus songs inspired by books. Woo! Give it up for Wes.
Thank you, Emily. We'll put on the performer hat now. I thought since we are reprising a title, I thought it might be fun to start the evening with one of the songs that was first shared there in 2012. This is the tune I wrote for that show. So this is the one not new tune you will hear this evening. I remember reading toward the end of the novel when Montag, spoiler, finds his way out of the river and into the circle of sort of academics on the run around the fire by the railroad tracks. And that is the first time that he had thought of fire as something that could warm and sort of be a positive, nourishing, nurturing thing. And so here is a little song about fire. Smoke rising in the eastern sky, climbing higher as the day goes by, like a ladder to the afterlife or the promised land. And every chimney in the neighborhood hold a secret and hold it good. Are you sending up a piece of wood or something you'll want back? 'Cause it burns, yeah, it burns, and it burns just like me. It can warm you on a winter's night. It can chase the shadows out of sight, or it can take away your heart's delight with just a single blaze. Like a lover running hot and cold, all you want to do is hold it close. Why is it all the things that give the most can also take the most away? And it burns, yeah, it burns. Well, it burns just like me. Well, it can pull you forward, it can push you back, from the darkest age to old Chicago town. Ash to ash, dust to dust, to now. Well, there's a ball burning way up high. Makes the difference between day and night, and it's responsible for all Earth's life, or so they say. And then someday when its race is run, well, it'll finish with an explosion. And I tell you, when my time is come, I'm also going out that way. 'Cause it burns, yeah, it burns. Well, it burns, yeah, it burns. Just like me. Thank you.
Give it up for Wes. I'd like you all to know that you can catch Wes on March 20th with Alicia Healy at Fiddler's Inn, and on April 19th with Del Rey at Kenyon Hall. Yes. Up next, we have Sheryl Wiser. We do. She is next. But before that, we have something fun that we want to give you.
Yeah, we got to give some stuff away. All right. So the first prize is gonna come. Let's do it. Let's start it off.
We rehearsed this.
Yeah, out of the special chest here. Let's start this off in pure nonprofit fashion with a tote bag. Yeah. All right.
Out of this really
Yeah, our ceremonial urn here. All right, what's the number?
Number 206.
Wait, they start with 206?
They do.
That's so Seattle.
That was planned too. 206-18-058. Okay. Anyone?
Yes!
Woohoo! Excellent.
I don't know, what's funnier?
Throw it.
All right, for the next prize, we're gonna throw it to the man in the back, Executive Director Jeff Larson.
Oh, yeah. I don't always get a microphone. Thank you so much, Wes. I appreciate it. You know, I just want to make sure that the audience knows and the members here know how much I appreciate them. Thank you so very much. You all know that I wear hats all the time. I do. I think the next prize is going to be a Bushwick hat. Can we please pick a number for the hat?
All right, hat winner goes to 206-18-105. 105. There he is!
Hey, I want to make sure everybody knows, too, that if you upgrade your membership today, you get 5 more raffle tickets. And I promise you, we have a lot of stuff to give away. So please, think about that. Upgrade your membership today. Let's do this.
All right.
All right, here we go.
Our third prize for this moment is will become a recurring theme tonight. You get to pick from the mystery tub
In that dark corner.
in the dark corner.
Good luck finding it.
Is a tub. So you can go sort of,
Stumble your way over.
right. You can just grab what you grab, or you can try to figure something out, or you can wait till intermission. But we got t-shirts in there. We've got maybe another tote bag. Is there artwork in there, Jeff?
Well, the artwork's off to the side. We could do the artwork separately or at the same time.
Don't mess with the system this early in the show, please. Okay, thank you.
There's posters over there too.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So the first trip to the mystery chest goes to, you won't believe this, 20618 050.
Oh. Woohoo!
All right. Love it.
All right. And now we get to hear from the wonderful Sheryl Wiser. Yes. The Seattle Times writes that Sheryl Wiser, her music is sharp and clean, featuring her sweet, powerful voice tempered by rich, stunning melody. She writes emotional, rhythmically stirring songs and delivers them with genuine passion. A veteran of the 90s alt-country band Somebody's Daughter, solo, Sheryl combines keen observations with an emotional richness and depth. Fun fact, she has raised over $110,000 through her Pine Persistence House Concert Series in support of over 30 nonprofits around the country. She also loves making jam. Give it up for Sheryl.
Thank you. Hello, everyone, and to everyone at home. I am about 5'4", hence the bringing down of the microphone. I have curly dark hair, and I'm wearing kind of a rust-colored, multicolored dress, and I have a very shiny red guitar, electric guitar. So this book, wow, I loved this book in the sense that it was an incredibly prescient read. And I loved the character of Clarice. And Clarice, her name spoke to the clarity of her character and her luminous sense of self that would not be stilled in a world that was very much about wanting to still dissent. And she loved the world that she was able to roam and be free in, and she was a very wise character. And I when I thought about her character and writing the song, I also thought about what does it mean to be a young person today? What does it mean to be a 17-year-old in the world today? And, unfortunately, the parallels were too close. But Clarice's love for the natural world, her openness, her heart, her warmth, and her wisdom were really compelling to me. So this is a song called Clarice. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4. My name's Clarice. How do you do? Autumn leaves at my feet. I've been waiting for you. Does it come as a surprise? I know I'm young, but I really am wise. I know what you don't. I see a man in the moon, yeah, the morning dew on blades of grass, the unknown. Truth to the lies, I'm not blind. What I see, yeah, my name is Clarice. My name's Clarice. I like to drink the rain like wine. I like to walk and watch the sunrise. They wanna hold me down. They wanna pin me to the ground. Oh, but I am the breeze. I am the girl who shakes the trees. I know what you don't. Thank you very much.
Beautiful.
Sheryl Wiser, everyone. You can catch Sheryl on March 21st at the Rabbit Box Theater, downtown, right Pike Place Market, the old Can space, which is where the very first Bushwick Book Club Seattle performance happened on October 10th, 2010. March 21st, also on that bill is Kristin Chambers, who you will hear from later tonight, and Emily Persia, who's standing immediately to my left. I will be there. I hope to see you out there as well. How about some more winners? I mean, you're all winners. At the Kerrville Folk Festival once down in Texas that has a big deal songwriting contest, I once overheard one of the contestants say, "You're all winners, just some of us get paid." Oh. Oh.
Those were the. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you. I was careless on my way up. Thank you.
Drea's got your back.
Program manager Drea Marilyn, everyone. That's right. Okay. All right. So first up, no. Let's grab one of the other ones. Why not? This is courtesy of Seattle Arts and Lectures, a great supporter of ours, a partner organization. We just finished 3 poetry series partner events with them. Jess Pillay, who you'll hear from later this evening, played in one of those this season. So this is a pair of tickets to the May 8th show at Town Hall with C. Pam Zhang. What else is in there? Oh, that was supposed to be a surprise for them. You get a Please Don't Burn Me sticker, and you get my business card because Sal sent me the tickets, so if you have a problem, you should email me. That's what's in there. The printout should work, but if you want to add them to your, just email me. Okay. All right. All
right. And the tickets and fun surprise Wes business card goes to 206-18-072. Yay!
Why, it's Bushwick performer Steve Mason.
Woo woo!
You're welcome. Thanks, Sal. All right, man in the back.
Well, Wes, I would like to give away a Reap Band Books shirt from Out of Print Shirts.
Oh, Out of Print made the shirt I'm wearing right here, too.
It's
Company
a
in
unisex
Brooklyn.
medium. If it doesn't fit you, it's a nice gift for somebody else, I think. Here we go.
Oh, right.
Oh, right.
We have all
That's our job.
I don't have the numbers.
So here we go. 206-18-079.
Yay!
Oh. All right, and our second trip to the mystery chest tonight goes to...
Have fun in the dark corner. Number 206-18-078. Yay!
Yes. Hey guys, let's do the mystery chest first next time around so that we have the whole time.
So we can just all watch them longer?
Yeah, I don't know.
Good idea. That's why you're in leadership. All right, coming up next is Helen America.
Woo-woo.
Helen America is a visual artist and cartoonist as well as a singer and songwriter. And if she's not playing a character role in some Seattle Fringe Theater production, she's probably stapling zines together. Her most recent album, Red Sun, is also a full-color art book. I love it. Helen has joined us in the past for original music inspired by Moby Dick and the Parable of the Sower. Helen America.
Thank you. Oh, okay. In my mind, the music stand was on the other side, so I have to adjust my universe. Hello. So I... I feel like I might have scared a few children in the audience tonight, and I want to apologize to the children. And so I also did Parable of the Sower a few months ago with Bushwick Book Club, and the song I wrote for that book was about the people who take a lot of pleasure in setting things on, like their own world, on fire. And so I couldn't write that song for this book, even though that was sort of the obvious first idea that I had. But I ended up getting my inspiration from the character of Mildred, who is Guy Montag's wife, who is not really an aspiring bibliophile, but she does consume a lot of media, and in fact she wears her earbuds pretty much 24/7 so that she doesn't have to talk to her husband, which honestly I sympathize with a little bit. But at one point she is talking to a friend on the phone, and she's really excited about watching this immersive, all of the walls show it TV show in her living room that is called The White Clown. And I was like, oh, okay, that's the title of my song. I've been having some nightmares about a white clown myself. A particular white clown, in fact, since about 2016. One who lives in a white house. Yeah, it's funny. Clowns are funny. So this song kind of just really came from that title, and yeah, I hope you like it. Good. Well, at first there was nothing real to fear, just a lot of buzzing noise, static in the atmosphere. All at once, echoing from all around, vinegar inside your spine, laughter of the same white clown. Soon and soon we can see him everywhere, right behind us in the mirror, up the hall and down the stair, scratching off his fingernails, laughter in an empty room. Then we found a trail of blood underneath an eggshell moon. The white clown, the white clown, the white clown. Ha 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 ha. I don't want to fly today. I don't want to feel. Hide my heart inside my skin. That I know is real. Tilt-a-whirl racing through the carnival, spinning to the end of us, sacrificial animals. Rotting fruit underneath the diadem. Once we had a lot of thoughts, now we need to silence them. Long ago I was doing human things, now I feel a silken hand tugging at my pup strings, cover them, wrap them in a burning robe, cover them in frankincense, bury them inside of me, there will be no recompense. I have nothing left to give, nothing left to say. Colors burn inside my eyes, bright this night and day. The white clown, the white clown, the white clown. Ha 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 ha. Well, at first there was nothing real to fear, just a lot of buzzing noise, static in the atmosphere. All at once, echoing from all around, vinegar inside your spine, laughter of the same white clown. Thank you.
Helen America.
That's right. Yeah, we organizational transparency. That's what we strive for here. If you are thinking to yourself, that was an extraordinary song and an extraordinary performance, how can I find more about that performer or any of the performers you hear tonight? We keep a digital program and we keep it up after the show. You can go to bit.ly/451-PGM. Rolls right off the tongue. Or if you're in the room here, or if Livestream Tech Dylan Randolph's resolution is good enough, you can scan the QR code that I put up here. That link might also be appearing in the chat for you as well. We have links to all the performers tonight, not just their websites, but social media, etc. These are people out creating much more than once or twice a year, writing one original song inspired by a book. And they would love for you to stay connected with them. And pro tip, merch sales and email list signups are much more valuable than a Spotify stream. And if we get rid of the penny, how will Spotify pay musicians? Beginning in January 1967, Fahrenheit 451 was subject to expurgation by its publisher, Ballantine Books, with the release of the Bal High edition aimed at high school students. Among the changes made by the publisher were the censorship of the words hell, damn, and abortion, modification of 75 passages, and changing of 2 incidents, one where a drunk man is changed to a sick man, and another where cleaning fluff out of a human navel becomes cleaning ears. This continued until 1979, when it came to Bradbury's attention, and he demanded that Ballantine Books withdraw the version and replace it with the original.
All right. You ready for some more prizes? Yeah.
All right, well, our leader has decreed
Yes.
that the first one of these...
You get to go to the dark corner.
To the corner with you.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh,
What
wow.
what did you do? It's your idea.
Yeah,
You should do
shake it, Alicia, shake it.
This is production volunteer extraordinaire Alicia Baker, everyone. An essential piece of the show machine.
And the first prize winner, 20618-089. 089. Yay! To the dark corner with you.
All right. Okay.
To Jeff.
All right. Yeah, man in the back.
All right, I want to highlight. Barbie Statman, who's our designer. She's so awesome. She did all this artwork right here. It's on the screen right now, and she also did all of our artwork for last season as well, which is this right here. And this next one is going to be for the upper left-hand corner there, the Bushwick Bestiary 23-24 season artwork. Let's do it.
All right, artwork is going to 20618-090. 090. Oh! Oh, that's...
So the reason... No, hold on. Shut the front door.
Okay.
Shut the front door. The reason why that happened is because she raised her membership level.
You're the best!
She got extra tickets, and I think that we need to highlight that.
Yay! She's never won a raffle before.
Oh, my goodness.
That's why you joined Bushwick, people.
Also, Sarah, have you been over there the whole time since like 2 songs ago? Okay, all right. I was worried that you got lost in the corner. Like, we're sending you to the corner, but you don't have to stay there.
You're banished.
All right. Well, as long as we have Alicia up here modeling this fantastic... This is our Banned Books season t-shirt. Let's give one of those away. Not only does it have this great fiery logo... Just look at Alicia. But on the back, it has all the tour dates, which are all 10 shows of Banned Books. We are currently right here.
Mid-back.
Mid-back. Vertebrae number, I don't know. There's a couple of doctors in the room. Cameron, our front of house sound tech, is also a doctor. Which vertebrae was that?
I wasn't watching.
Okay.
Sure. All right. Shirt winner goes to 20618-088. 08. What? I swear we're shuffling. You see this, right? She must
Do
have
it again.
really
Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. This is...
It's incredible.
This is amazing. All right. All right. Well, nobody can accuse us of diversity and inclusion with the way the raffle's going right now. So...
Should we just, Sarah, we just give it to her now? 20618-103. 103? Oh, yay! You get a shirt.
Here it comes. Coming up.
Nice.
Yeah, I played a little. Coming up next is Leanna Keith. Leanna Keith is a flutist, composer, improviser who is also the professor of flute at Cornish College of the Arts. Yeah! Their work focuses on timbre shifting, the mixed race experience, queer theory, and the breaking of genre boundaries. Leanna has joined us in the past for original music inspired by Mouse, City of Orange, Crying in H Mart, our annual Ink Aloud show with local authors. You've done that multiple times, correct? And the Jack Straw partnership. Leanna Keith. This can go. What? Oh yeah, we got to.
Checkity check check. Hello, everybody. For those of you listening online and maybe can't see that well, my name is Leanna Keith. I am a 5'8", ethnically ambiguous Asian femme, them wearing a rust-colored corduroy jumpsuit, a black beanie that has 2 little horns on it, and I have green hair, which is kind of covered by the beanie. Full transparency. When I do these shows, I always improvise what I'm doing. Every time. I've done that every single time because that's the thing that I do. I come up and I improvise things. But I had a plan, you see. I had a really good plan on Friday. And the plan was I was going to play some music, and then I was going to read the list of all the things that were currently being banned by the NEA in order to get funding according to this current government, which, by the way, if you didn't know, you could not get grant funding in the arts if your music or program had anything to do with what they were calling gender ideology. And that was struck down by the ACLU on Friday. Which is the best reason to be derailed I've ever heard in my life. But that means that I had to come up with something different. So, I read this book when I was in high school. I think most people did. I read it in a day. I loved that book. And then I reread it again, and I was like, I'm going to take my time with it this time. And I read it in 2 days, and I went, all right. But one thing that struck me this time was just how on the nose he was about the way that media would shift, and that the great works that were so long would become compressed and condensed and combined into these tiny little snippets, just a headline, just a 15-second TikTok, all of these things. He knew that that's where we were headed. And I thought about that for a bit and thought about sort of the chaos that brings when you try to fit Hamlet into a headline. So that's what I'm going to do.
Leanna Keith. I almost forgot to come back up here because I was so captivated and spellbound. I was like, oh yeah, I gotta go. Time for us to come up here.
That's right.
And time to announce some more winners.
Yeah, let's talk about something they can do at intermission. We got one more before intermission, and then there's intermission, which is a chance to go out there and say hi and re-up on whatever you might be consuming. And then we've got a whole other set of music. But one thing you can do while you're out there
is join the silent auction for one of Barbie Statman's beautiful posters. Can we get tonight's poster up here, Jeff? Is that possible? There it is. So we have a copy of this poster out. Ooh. Oh, there goes my batteries.
Yep.
Yep, okay. Oh, this is going to be... All right. We have a copy of this poster out in the lobby, and during the beginning of the show, all of the songwriters that you're hearing tonight signed that copy. So it's a very special, one-of-a-kind poster commemorating this evening. Oh, here it is. Signed by all of the fabulous songwriters this evening. So we have a silent auction out there. Please sign up. All of that money goes directly into supporting all of the things that Bushwick does, paying our artists, paying our sound engineers, paying our photographers, paying Barbie Statman. So we really appreciate the funds that we're able to raise from this beautiful, beautiful poster. And normally this would be when we would plug, like, sign up for a membership. But you're all already members, which is so great. Which means this is the time, to continue to support, and we'd love you to take home this poster to remember this super fun evening by. Oh yeah, we gotta. Yeah, it's awkward.
All right. Who's going to the corner?
Right.
By choice. This is opt-in. 20618-053.
Woohoo! To the corner with you.
Get me to the corner.
All right. I'd like to give away another out-of-print shirt.
All right.
This one's an XL, unisex XL. Let's do it.
That shirt's going to go to 20618-046. Do we have a winner? Yay! You get a shirt. All right. And now
a $50 gift card to Pegasus Books in West Seattle.
Ooh, yeah.
Thank you, Pegasus Books, for your support. Not only there's this little Pegasus stamp on it, but Executive Director Jeff Larson drew something on there. He's always adding on to his house, and it looks like this is a little bit...
I think that's my new treehouse office that I built for my wife. I think that's it right there. That's the design.
It's, well, I hope
Jeff
that's not
original.
all of it.
It's not.
Anyway. All right. This is going to 077. Yeah!
Yay! All right. Before we get to intermission, we have one more song for you from The Former Lovers. The Former Lovers are a new 3-piece folk apocalyptic rock and roll outfit from near Seattle. Their music centers the songwriting of Rob Anderson, featuring his evocative lyrics backed by a fierce musical blend of folk Americana, punk, rock and roll, and more. Give it up for The Former Lovers.
Is this on? Yeah. Thank you so much. Stand behind you when you have a moment.
And that yellow cable for that acoustic guitar, yellow cable. It might be plugged into something.
Excellent. Thank you so much. All right. Yeah, we're The Former Lovers. I'm Rob. This is Saul. Oops. This is Scott. Thank you for having us. Thanks to Bushwick for doing this amazing event, amazing series of events, and we're so happy to be here and be part of it. So this song is called Dystopian Fiction, and I started writing this song actually a few months ago. And the title was sort of intended a little bit ironically because it really wasn't fiction at all. It was a song about current events. Kind of started, the lyrics started with a series of images pretty much lifted directly out of the newspapers of things that are happening or have been happening in the world over the last few months. And so the title was sort of intended to be a little bit of a political statement around the world that we're living in today. And then I never quite finished that song. That song kind of sat on the shelf, as songs sometimes tend to do, and I wasn't quite sure what to do with it. And then I heard about this event and the theme of this season, and specifically Fahrenheit 451. And so I picked up Fahrenheit 451, and I started rereading that book, which I hadn't read probably in about 20 years. So it was, of course, it's one of, in my opinion, one of the greatest works of dystopian fiction, sort of like the epitome of that form. And so I was inspired to go back to the song and sort of rework the song I had already started a little bit in conversation with Fahrenheit 451. And what I was really struck by in rereading the book is that, I remembered it from reading it 20 years ago as a really scary book. I really was struck at that time by just the hound and the fire and, people burning alive. It was just an intensely frightening book. But rereading it this time, of course, that's all there, but I was also just really struck by the beauty that is there alongside the fear and the intensity and the power that language has, the power of poetry and of literature to sort of do something important in the face of fear and hatred and destruction. So this is a song that I wrote, as I said, kind of weaving those things together. So it's inspired by Fahrenheit 451, but for me, it really is a song about the world that we live in today and the ways that it maybe resembles the worst fears of Ray Bradbury in some frightening ways, but also the ways that art and music and literature and creativity have the power to overcome and to push back against fear and destruction. And there's audience participation. So when we come to the end of the song, it's right at the end of the song, I want to invite you all to join in. And I'm not going to say too much about what it is because I think you'll get it when we get there. But there's a sort of a sing-along. It's really sort of a chant. Feel free to, you'll hear it. You'll know when we're there. Join in the chant. There's also clapping if you want to chant or clap. If you can do both at the same time. Or pick one or the other, that's totally fine. But I'd love to get everybody in the room kind of making some noise and helping us out with the finale of the song. All right. I don't have my lyrics. I gotta switch the page. I got a bone to pick with the body politic. What the fuck is wrong with you? I got a crystal ball, but I don't need it at all to see my worst fears coming true. And when they pull us from our houses, drag our bodies through the streets, the television audience suspends their disbelief. I got a bone to pick. I ain't the man you think, but I gotta throw a brick or two. I got some contraband here in my broken hand, something I should have burned. Nobody knows I kept. I got 3 television screens, a bottle of kerosene. She struck the match, she reached out with contempt. And when you told me that you loved me, I just smiled and looked away, while the television audience gets blitzed on gin and lemonade. And hey, what the fuck is this? You're gonna die for it. I put it in your pocket while you slept. Situation escalates, so tell me if this resonates. I'm digging in the backyard, and when's the last time anybody saw my wife? And when this record drops, somebody's gonna call the cops, but I'm increasingly polite and mild-mannered in real life. And life consists of laughing past the daily brush with death, while the television audience holds their collective breath. The situation escalates, they're burning schools to celebrate, so pick out something pretty for your wife. My thoughts no longer make the sense. The dogs climb the electric fence. A solemn man is knocking on the door to my room. Maybe it's a warning. There's dew on the grass in morning. Did you know, she said, there's a man in the moon. While they're selecting the interiors for our rocket ships to Mars, we're out here shooting CEOs and blowing up hotels with shitty cars. Don't start applauding. The television audience is out there chanting, none of this is real. 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 None of this is real.
The Former Lovers.
Thank you.
Wow. Way to go, audience. That was very powerful. Thank you. That brings us to intermission, folks. So while you're out there, sign up, join the silent auction for that poster. Refresh your drinks, get food. We got food and drink for everyone tonight, so please enjoy yourselves. Sign up for the quiz. We had quiz slips scattered through the audience. If you need one, there should be some more at the merch table. Sign up, put your slip in the spittoon, and that'll happen after intermission. And check out the merch table. The artists also, many of them have their own personal merch tonight. We encourage you to take a look and support our songwriters.
And remember that our bartender there, you can tip our bartender as well. He has if you have cash, hook him up. He may have Venmo as well. I don't know. But
pay your
thank
bartender.
you. Thanks, Jason. We really appreciate you. Here we go.
We'll see you soon. Also, many of them have their own personal merch tonight. We encourage you to take a look and support our songwriters.
Burn books, burn your iPad instead. Throw some Kindles on the fire till it's all just twisted melting wire. Don't burn books, burn your iPad instead. Throw some Kindles on fire till it's all just twisted melting wire. It's not uncommon to catch myself having stared at my laptop all day long, and I think, why don't I read a book or go outside? Burn your iPad instead. Throw some Kindles on fire till it's all just twisted melting wire. Don't burn books, burn your iPhone instead. Crush your Android with some wires till it's all just twisted mangled wire. Somehow I don't really feel like checking my email or even my Facebook page. I'd rather write an old-fashioned letter, or maybe just go out and play. So don't burn books, burn your iPad instead. Put some Kindles on fire till it's all just twisted melting wire. Don't burn books, smash your laptop instead. You can't punch me in the Facebook when I'm outside riding bikes instead. Don't burn books, burn your iPhone instead. Burn your Lorraine, she don't love cowboys. I tried my very best for your love and tenderness. You just left my heart a wild mess. Lorraine, you have had many men share your abode, hotel that you call home. I was just a fool, the story goes. Foolish cowboy fell in love. For the rain, it's not enough. not enough. Lorraine, headed for California. The cool ocean breeze, the tall green trees. Texas never held your beauty long. Lorraine, if you should leave, I'll burn down this hotel, the piano and the village well. Texas can burn in hell if you should go. Foolish cowboy, I fell in love. For Lorraine, it's not enough, not enough. Come winter time, we'll drown our sorrows with whiskey by the fire. I'm still overcome with a desire to love Lorraine, but it's all in vain, 'cause she don't love cowboys. Yeah, she don't love cowboys. Yeah, she don't love cowboys.
Working all your life, enduring strife, just for your dreams of love. Striving every day, sail away, find the man that you're made of. Get captured by a man, a pirate man, and ask just why you need to live. The beauty of his life, his future wife, is the reason that he gives. So he learns to fence and fight and does it right. 5 years have gone, he's captain now. Fortune, fear, and fame are his to claim. He sails off to his bride now. He can't believe his ears when he hears that she's betrothed to Humperdinck. He feels betrayed, ashamed, she's not to blame, because his name, it rhymes with stink. He finds her in a mess, please do not ask, it was his task. I am abridging now. It takes a lot of time to make a rhyme. Ah, they are kissing now. But the tale's not done, it was not fun. They had to run, and he is captured now. Tortured every breath, the zoo of death is where he is, and he is dying now. No, you seem to say that is not right, that can't be right, because then life's not fair. Very true, my friend, it is the end. Ha ha, I got you, I was lying there. Taken by his friends who weren't his friends, but now they are, because he spared their lives. Also, 'cause revenge, his brain depends on plotting vengeance on the real bad guys. Thanks to Miracle Max, his life is back, and they have stormed the gates. Getting bride and killing counts, somehow they have found 4 mounts for their escape. Here the story ends, although it don't, but we can end it on a happy note. So for William Goldman and for me, we'll say for now that that is all she wrote. So what, life ain't fair as long as friends are there. You get by all right and ride off in the night. La la da la da 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 la da 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 la da 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 da.
On a branch line siding in the middle of the night, it don't get much more out of the way, and you can never tell just what's inside of the boxcar waiting for its marching orders, like the purgatory of a restless soldier who only ever wanted on for the ride. I remember the sound of the engines humming. I'll be ready for the whistle when the next one comes. And when you play the tape backwards, a train still rolls out of view. I remember each day that each war ended. Remember the lines that we tried to defend. And you can bet your life that I'll always remember you. But that's not enough. It don't make it any better just to know how it ends. We gotta get there together with the good times sweeter, cause we rolled around in the rough. I wanna stand on the edge with my hands on the wheel. I want a good backstory and memories I can feel. I wanna cut no corners and hold each moment once. But that's not enough. In a hospital wing on the edge of town, they got bright white lights and bright blue gowns, and there's a story of a lifetime lying in every bed. The tension lingers with a change of plans as you cross your fingers and you wash your hands, and you're hoping just for the chance to do it again. But that's not enough. It don't make it any better just to know how it ends. We gotta get there together with the good times sweeter, cause we rolled around in the rough. I wanna stand on the edge with my hands on a wheel. I want a good backstory and memories I can feel. I wanna cut no corners and hold each moment once. But that's not enough. Well, nothing is ever, but the world keeps turning, and they say it turns better. You're asking why, and you're hearing just because. So grant me the calm in the eye of the storm. Grant me the compass to find my way home. Stare me down until I call the bluff. It's still not enough. I dreamed last night I was taken away on a flying ship in the cargo bay by a man who held his eye in the palm of his hand. He saw beyond the break of day, knew that we would be okay, and he asked me if I cared to understand. But that's not enough. It don't make it any better just to know how it ends. We gotta get there together with the good times sweeter, cause we rolled around in the rough. I wanna stand on the edge with my hands on a wheel. I want a good backstory and memories I can feel. I wanna cut no corners and hold each moment once. But that's not enough. Don't make it any better just to know how it ends. I gotta live it together with the good times sweeter, cause we rolled around in a rough. I wanna stand on the edge with my hands on a wheel. I want a good backstory and memories I can feel. I wanna cut no corners, hold each moment once. Just once. But that's not enough.
certain hunger never ceases, and you reach out like the branches seem to hold you in crooked arms, and where the wind blows, where do we go? All these stories, deep as marrow, I struck a match, backlit your shadow. Got no choice now but to listen. The bond of memory, open season, and tell me, how do we break and bend? I never did say much to you. I never did say much at all. Tell it to me now, break it to me now. Silence is not that golden thing. Found a message, secret passage, hands through the cobwebs, this hidden cabin, and what the rain gives, fair and furtive. Houses haunted by trees and spirits, as though we're wanted by ghosts who hear us. And tell me now, do we break and bend? And tell me how, through the rain and wind. And tell me now, do we break and bend? And tell me how, through the rain and wind. And tell me how the story ends.
Wherever he's gone, he hasn't left a trace. And now strange things are happening all over this place. Darkness booms like a thief in the night. You've got to travel to find him through a wrinkle in time. I'm in this knocking at the kitchen door. She might be crazy or a prophet or something more. So cool, so calm, and so matter of fact. She says there is such a thing as a tesseract. Nobody knows what you might find there, or what waits on the other side. You've got to hold on to each other. Follow the light. Follow the light. Mind control, watch the puppets dance. The red-eyed man has got 'em all in a trance. He calls you to crawl into his hypnotic state. To find the one you seek is held captive here. Nobody knows what you might find there, or what waits on the other side. You've got to hold on to each other. Follow the light. Follow the light. Salvation comes to the wise and the fool. It follows a different logic, a different set of rules. So when the darkness comes and tries to get you too, don't believe him when it says there's nothing you can do. Nobody knows what you might find there, or what waits on the other side. You've got to hold on to each other. Follow the light. Follow the light.
Inspiration from the page, now translated for the stage. It don't matter what your age is, all the ages, right here at the Bushwick Book Club. Inspiration from the page.
Hello again.
Now translated for
Those of you in the room, welcome back from the little lobby area. Those of you at home, welcome back from wherever you spent your intermission. It's quiz time. This is kind of a fun anniversary of sorts because the very first Bushwick quiz was at the first Fahrenheit 451 show in March of 2012. We had this idea that we were going to try a thing, and we didn't stop after that one. So now at every show, as you members know, at intermission, after intermission, there is a quiz. You do not have to have read the book to participate. In fact, reading the book will not help you. I thought about reprising the topic of the quiz, since I'd already done the work, but it hasn't aged that well, and I think this isn't entirely my fault, but the topic of the first Bushwick quiz on March 16, 2012 was Who Said It, Ray Bradbury or Mark Zuckerberg? And I'm not putting you through that again. We're not doing it. In those, in the early days of the quiz, contestants came up one at a time, and it was get 2 out of 3 right, and you win. And so there was a lot of trying to sort of nudge people toward the right answers. And then at some point we learned that it's funnier when you're wrong. And that has been the approach we've taken for the Bushwick quiz for the last decade. But just because I have it here, who said it, Ray Bradbury or Mark Zuckerberg? Man, some of this just lands different now. A squirrel dying in front of your house may be more relevant to your interests right now than people dying in Africa. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, there's no deception there. There's no, I don't know. All right, how about, I know you've heard it 1,000 times before, but it's true. Hard work pays off. If you want to be good, you have to practice, practice, practice. Oh, there's disagreement in the room. All right, that's Ray Bradbury. Yeah, okay, and that's all we'll do with that. So, the premise is simple. If we pull your name out of the spittoon and you got the question right, you will come up here. You will say hello to Emily. Emily will help you write your name largely on this index card. The scoring system was not in place. This high-tech scoring apparatus was not in place at the first quiz. I have a memory of being at the Royal Room in Columbia City creating this, so I don't know if that was for Persepolis or Assassination Vacation or one of the early Jack Straw shows. In any case, this is the only scoring apparatus we've ever had. I sometimes say that if you increase your membership, we might, we might do another one, but it's still holding together. Very good. So you'll come up here, first to 3. We'll get first place. We play till everybody gets there, and so we're on the same page. I'm not reprising the quiz content from last time, but I did find the file for the original. This is the original quiz slip, all right, with the old logo, and we hadn't added the 2.5 point font. Add your name to the email list. Anyway, the question: at what temperature does book paper catch fire and burn? Circle 1. A, 212 degrees Fahrenheit. B, 212 degrees Celsius or centigrade if you prefer. C, 451 degrees Fahrenheit. Or D, 451 degrees Celsius. That's correct, yes. Good work. All right, we have the smartest members of any nonprofit arts organization in town. Thank you. All right. Now remember, for this drawing, if we call your name, come up here, don't go to the corner. Lauren, last name starts with a B. Amazing. There are 3 steps on the way up. Treat them with care. Ashley. There's just an ad. Yeah. If I don't know, he's been up before and you haven't. I don't know. What do you think? You can always ask for help from the room because they don't know. There was one time for Animal Vegetable Miracle Town Hall, my quiz was canonized saint or Pokemon. I went the miracle route because at the time there were about 850 of each, and we got a contestant up there, who played a lot of Pokemon and just if it didn't seem familiar, guessed saint and just ran the table. You want to read this one?
Aww. Nick draws.
Nick will be performing for us on the main stage here later this season. Has been a regular for you. Wait, was Animal Vegetable Miracle your first show? Amazing. Nick also has run sound for us and done a lot of things. He's also not done a lot of other things.
That's true.
That's an inside joke about an obscure John Mellencamp lyric. Sorry for that. This is the microphone we're going to be using here. So we'll go in order you were picked. Lauren, Ashley, Nick. You step up, you say your answer clearly, if not confidently. Again, it's category A, category B. Tonight, the topic is salamander. Right, there's salamanders that's the name of the sort of fire truck in the book. Or beetle, that's the personal vehicles, right? It's either it's salamander or a beetle. It's very simple. None of these are like John or Paul or Ringo, just so you know. Hello. All right, Lauren, step right up. Death Watch.
Beetle.
That's correct. The Deathwatch beetle makes a ticking sound by bumping its head or jaws against the sides of tunnels as it bores into old furniture and wood. Okay. Yes. All right, Ashley. Bess. B-E-S-S. Don't look back. There's no help to be had back there. It's the same stupid royalty-free clip art that's going to be up there the whole time.
Ask the audience? No, just kidding. Salamander?
Nope.
Oh.
Bess is also known as the patent leather beetle. Now you know. Nick. Cockchafer.
No, thank you. Beetle.
That's correct. Is a large European beetle destructive to anyone? Anyone? Foliage. Okay. Oh, I should mention what we're playing for, by the way. All right. First to win gets first pick of a book off of the shelf and something from the corner. Second gets second pick, etc. So if there's a book you've been looking for, and I'll tell you, somewhere up there is the copy of The Horse That Played Center Field that was my Christmas gift from Mike Vodova several years ago. It has never made it very far in our season programming meetings. Okay, cow knob. Cow knob.
Salamander.
That's correct. The cow knob is endemic to high mountain forests in Virginia and West Virginia. Pleasing fungus.
Beetle?
That's correct. Look. Okay. There are more than 3,500 widely distributed species of pleasing fungus beetle. Nick.
Yes.
Maybe. M-A-B-E-E.
Okay.
Maybe.
Salamander.
That's correct. This is. It's threatened. Okay. Powder post.
Beetle.
That's correct. All right, you may head straight to the shelf. That's 3. Amazing. Okay. All right, we're still going here. The Northern Zigzag.
Salamander.
Yes. I could give you that one. Give you that one. How about the Cascade Torrent?
Ooh.
It does sound like an IPA.
Beetle.
That's incorrect. It's found in the Cascades, though. Yeah, and it illegally downed. No, that's a different torrent. Sorry. All right, actually, you could steal here. The Greater Siren.
Beetle.
Nope. It is a salamander whose skin glands secrete a moisture-sealing cocoon over the entire body except the mouth. Okay. Not that one. Hell Hollow.
Ooh.
Another IPA, also my band in college. No.
Salamander.
That's correct. It is Yeah. You were still. That was great. Okay. No, that's great. It's sort of like, you get the supermarket suite where you get your head start, but if you're still looking at the shelves. Anyway, the hell salamander is a sit and wait predator who uses a projectile tongue to capture its prey. So that's how you have to get the book off the shelf. All right, Ash, it's just you until we get there. All right, wandering.
Beetle?
No, salamander with squared off tipped toes. Jefferson.
Beetle?
No. Salamander that, as you might expect, was found in Virginia. All right. Harlequin.
Beetle?
That's correct. Hey. All right. Thank you all. For playing the Bushwick quiz. We do this every time. One for everyone. Tiger. Wow, the room changed quickly. Both. The tiger salamander, there are multiple, including the western tiger, the barred tiger, the blotched tiger, and the Arizona tiger. The tiger beetle has deft hunting skills and, like Jeff Larson, voracious eating habits. Thank you all for playing the Bushwick quiz.
All right, let's get another songwriter up here. And I'm so excited that I get to announce a first timer to the stage. Polybanderous is a famously unknown musician who's achieved middling success with original songwriting. He's in a bunch of bands and has played a lot of gigs, blah, blah, blah. Who cares? His words, not mine. I promise, it's right here. I didn't...
Yeah, no, you're right. So it's still accurate.
Give it up for Polybanderous.
Hello. How good this works. Sounds like I'm in a tunnel, though. We'll fix that. There we go. Normal voice. I'm really excited to be invited to this event. Thanks to Drea for setting this up for me, wherever you are right now. There you are, down there, where you were the whole time. No wonder I didn't notice. This book was interesting to me because my father was a big fan of Ray Bradbury. I'd never read this book before, even though that apparently was really popular in high school. So I was interested in it because it's a dark topic, and I generally like dark topics in my lyrics. I was actually, like the White Clown, drawn to Mildred. This song is basically based off of that character because I've seen that character a number of times in real life. And I think it was pretty prescient that the avoidance that's involved with screens and everything else, I think that's pretty timely as well. So I just wrote this about a week and a half ago. And I'm going to turn this stuff back on because it sounds mysterious. And thank you to Bushwick Book Club for having me.
Flames consume the room, becoming energized. Embers of once written words fade into a blackened pile. Fumes consume the nostrils as they flee. Pages fluttering like ashen butterflies through a night gritty. Never knowing the motives of these obedient hands. Play the part as it's known. Make sure the winning hand is never shown. In the back of the mind, a quiet voice cries out. What can you do for me? What can you do for me? What can you do? What can you do for me? Is history really written by an iron fist adorned with gold, balled up in the pockets of those who will gladly sell your souls? Or is the devil in the details of fables that hide out guilty roles? What's the role I play? Oh, what's the role you play? What's the role I play? For better outcomes, producing hypocrisy, begging for simple stories, bring on homogeneity, begging for revolution, but not one that affects me, blaming the broken system from the glares of your tiny screens, yeah. Begging for better outcomes, producing hypocrisy, begging for simple stories, bring us all homogeneity. Nice.
Polybanderous! Welcome to the Bushwick Book Club. Perfect. If you want to hear more of Polybanderous, you can do so March 22nd in Port Townsend, May 16 in Olympia, May 17 in Wenatchee, May 18 at Tim's Tavern in White Center, Washington. Once again, Polybanderous.
Woohoo! Did you know that we do a custom crossword puzzle for every single Bushwick show, created by our very own Amy Zoe? You can do the custom Fahrenheit 451 themed crossword puzzle, and you can go to bit.ly/451-crossword or scan that QR code. And if you send a screenshot or a PDF of your completed puzzle to the Bushwick team, you get a chance to win free tickets to an upcoming show. go. So do the crossword, folks. Keep an eye out for that. It'll come for the next show as well as we get ready for Devil's Highway in April.
Yeah, April 12th. We'll be right back here. That's the next one. And speaking of free things, let's send someone to the corner.
Woo-hoo! To the corner with you, number 20618-036. 036.
We have a winner over here.
Awesome.
House right winner.
All right, what are you giving away, Jeff?
I'm just going to go ahead and going to give away a hat, please. Can we do a hat?
Sure.
Yeah.
You're the executive director.
Whatever you want, Jeff.
I would like to go with a hat.
All right. A hat is going to 20618-066. We got a hat winner. Woohoo! Yay!
Me and Ken were talking about a hat, like at the break.
Oh, that's perfect.
How fitting.
All right. And let's give away another tote bag, huh?
Can never have too many totes.
I mean, that's 20618-025.
Oh.
Yeah, right. A bunch of people who don't have it.
People really want a tote.
Yeah. 025.
All right.
Wow.
Okay.
You get another chance.
Wow. Okay. 083.
No way.
I was just going to guess. If nobody else did it, it was probably you. All right, fine. 094.
Wait.
Can't give away a tote bag in Seattle. You should read that one.
What do we have? Oh. 20618-000.
Yeah!
Oh,
Dylan! Hey, we should give it up for Dylan. He runs our live stream at every single one of these shows.
Dylan!
Thank you, Dylan. We appreciate you.
Amazing. I was wondering, like, whoever that was first through the door.
He can't come up here because...
No, I'll visit you.
All right. Up next, we have Kristin Chambers. Kristin Chambers' warm, soulful pop style blends jazz, pop, and folk influences into a uniquely captivating sound. With a background in classical vocal training and a natural talent for crafting compelling narratives, Kristin's songs resonate with honesty and emotional depth. Her music has found its way to television screens with placements on shows like Better Call Saul, The Young and the Restless, and Love is Blind, as well as features on networks like Lifetime and Hallmark. Ooh. Her latest release, Kristin Chambers Select Songs Volume 1, is a curated compilation of her favorite songs from the past decade, a journey through her musical evolution thus far. Give it up for Kristin Chambers.
Thank you. Thanks so much. I have loved everyone's performances tonight. This has just been amazing. I am, for those of you who are listening, I am a 5'3", potentially getting shorter, white woman with dark hair, and I'm wearing this green dress because I was feeling springy today. I saw the sun for a second. I'm willing it to be spring. Yeah, set your clocks ahead, right? Little PSA. But after the show. Anywho, so yeah, like so many, rereading this book was a little on the nose these days. And I, too, like Brad wrote about the topic of numbness coming from just screens and information overload, and just sort of becoming numb for self-preservation. And I've been thinking a lot about that, how hopefully we can find a way to both be engaged in what's happening in our world while also, maintaining our health and our mental health, and it's a hard balance. So thought a lot about Mildred, and oh wow, that's not the sound that I want. I'm aware enough, and that's who did this now. Hello. It's not just regular piano. Stuff's been. Oh, reboot. So anyway, this song is it's basically an alarm bell for numbness. Okay. Yeah. Yay. I mean, I could have made it work. That's what half of you are thinking. Oh, please. Wait. All right. Hello. So the piano keeps kind of going away, and then for you guys too. Let's just make sure it's. Yeah, that's not.
You'll have to give us a second to troubleshoot what's going on.
Guys, have something else you can give away?
Yeah, I just wanted to note something. I was listening to Leanna Keith speaking earlier about the NEA and and how the funding requirements changed. And it affected Bushwick Northwest immediately, as well as it did Leanna, as well as it did many artists across the country. And it's going to be really important that communities join together. Look to your community and try to support the people around you and the artists around you to help keep on producing the things like this that are on the stage, or like Leanna Keith on the stage, or Polybanderous, or Fae Wiedenhoeft, or Sheryl Wiser, Helen America, all these awesome musicians and people that are here working. We're all going to need to work together to support one another. It's really weird out there right now. It's really fucking weird. And
just got weird in here too.
Yeah. Well, I was worried about the piano.
Kill the vibe, Jeff.
I didn't know how long I was going to have to talk. I was starting somewhere. I didn't know where I was going.
We were just going to send people to the corner till it worked out. And because we came up here, we're sending someone to justify our own presence on stage. This is about
justness.
Us, maybe a little about you. But all right, someone's going to the corner.
All right, fine.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks for bringing that up, Leanne.
All right, to the corner with you, 20618-093. Oh.
I know your block by now. Like I know your sequence. Yeah. All right.
All right, you take one.
Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing. 065.
Oh, yay!
All right. To the corner with you again. Very good.
Perfect.
All right. Kristin Chambers.
Oh, hi. Did you want to read my bio again? Something about like warm, heartfelt music. Okay, let's try this. The TV screen's a monologue. Adds to the fog inside my head. I stare straight at the sun all day. take my phone with me to bed. I take these pills to calm my pulse, so I feel I have control. I ought to hear the bombs. I should not feel so calm. I should not simply carry on and on. I ought to want to run, feel terribly alarmed. I should not simply carry on and on. I ought to hear the bombs, the sirens and the bombs. I watch the oceans rise, the cities fall. Then half asleep I casually scroll. The TV knows the shows I'm watching. The hidden camera when I'm talking. The child in me is gone for good. Doesn't bother me the way it should. I ought to hear the bombs. I should not feel so calm. I should not simply carry on and on. I ought to want to run, feel terribly alarmed. I should not simply carry on and on. Why don't I hear the bombs? Why do I feel so calm? I should not simply carry on and on. I ought to want to run, feel terribly alarmed. I should not simply carry on and on. I ought to hear the bombs, the sirens and the bombs. Thank you.
Kristin Chambers. You can hear more of Kristin March 21st at the Rabbit Box with Sheryl Wiser and Emily Persia.
All right, folks. After this next performer, we will be announcing the winner of that silent auction poster. So this is your last chance. If you're like, oh yeah, that would be really cool. Tonight's been amazing. I want to remember it forever. I want that poster to hang in my living room, and people will see it, and it'll spark a really cool conversation. You should go and put your name on that silent auction chart, because we're going to give it away after this next performer.
Also, plus ones of performers tonight. This is a good time to thank the performer for bringing you tonight, or you know, if you've got a birthday or something coming up. And a quick note about sort of the functionality of silent auction stuff. We look for the numbers to increase as they go across. That was a first tonight, taking a look at the paper. So that's
Come on, people.
That's the expectation. And I thought it's hard time.
We need to have a tutorial.
I know you're all members and supporters, and thank you so much for that and for saying yes to community and stuff. So most of you know this already, but I do want to say what you're seeing here is just a small piece of what Bushwick Northwest does as an organization. You've heard about the partnership with Seattle Arts and Lectures, and we'll give away another pair of tickets to one of their events here just in a moment. We also do a partnership with Jack Straw Cultural Center. Yes. There'll be 12 video episodes of original music inspired by the 2024 Jack Straw writers. We're up to 11 already. Those are on the Bushwick YouTube channel. Free to subscribe to that. Doesn't take very much at all. On this coming Friday, the 14th, we'll be at the Mount Baker Theater in Bellingham, partnering with Whatcom Reads for original music inspired by Erica Bauermeister's No Two Persons. That'll be really fun. We'll be at the Bainbridge Island Museum of Art on April 4th. They have a Books as Art exhibit up right now, and we're doing original music inspired by that. So great to collaborate because there's so many organizations doing so many interesting, neat things, keeping this a fun place to live and be engaged with. And we also have an education program, Style Songwriting through Youth Literature Education. We take text students are reading, we work with them on inspiration, storytelling. We do this in schools and libraries. It's a lot, and it doesn't happen without your support. So thank you very much. All right, let's give some stuff away.
Let's give some stuff away.
Who's going to the corner? I mean, who's going to the corner after we acknowledge you again?
Yeah.
063.
Oh, I think that is her, isn't it?
No, this is 80s and 90s.
Okay. 063, going once. Okay.
043.
What's happening? People are afraid of the corner.
Quiet as they've been all night. People are coming back after they go over there,
Yeah,
right?
they're not- Oh, do we have 043? Yay!
To the corner with you.
All right, well, you just pulled one, right?
I did.
So
this, whatever
Jeff,
whatever
what you
Jeff
giving away?
says.
I actually want you to pull two, and I'm going to give away two shirts right now.
Oh.
They're band book shirts, out of print shirts. Thank you, out of print shirts. Read me one name and then the other. Or
All
one
right.
number and then the other.
028.
A gasp. And 037. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Wait, what? Oh, it was 37. Wait.
Okay. Do we have a 038 in the room? Oh, okay. That's okay. We had a meeting beforehand to try, like, what's the simplest system? How can we do this smoothly in an engaged fashion? All right. This has got to be riveting for at-home viewers, right? 041.
For the love of God, someone. Oh, man. Really?
Okay.
There it
Yeah,
goes.
that's the one.
That's the winner, 044. Yay!
All right. And if it takes all night, I'm sending somebody to Seattle Arts and Lectures Emma Donahue event, March 28th at Town Hall. Here's a pair of tickets, also with one of my business cards in there.
Going to number 095. Is it? Yay! You get it.
You got to wear all of your new shirts to it. All
right. Yep. Okay. We've got another performer for you, Fae Wiedenhoeft. Fae began her professional music career as a singer and a narrator in a Canadian production of A Song for Ireland. From there, she has played bars, coffee houses, train stations, hardware stores, video arcades, house concerts, festivals, and big auditoriums, released over a dozen of full-length albums, and toured in 9 countries. Whew, it's an exhausting list. Fae is a classically trained singer from Chicago with a BFA in musical theater performance and an award-winning songwriter, performer, and music teacher who tangles dusty dreams and salty seas with a ray of hope. Give it up for Fae Wiedenhoeft.
My goodness, what an evening it has been. I mean, think about it. We've had flute and we've had performance art and all these wonderful songs. Let's give it up for all the performers that have performed tonight. Honestly, it really was amazing. This book, goodness, I read this book in high school, and I read it quickly because you had to take the test and you write the essays and things like that, and then reading it again this time, I took my time, and the language was so beautiful. Like, honestly, I've never heard of more poetic way of getting your stomach pumped ever. I mean, obviously there's much more about the book than that if you haven't read it. But this book was very timely with where we are now, and I felt it was like so close, and it troubled me a bit. I had a hard time writing, and that's the hard thing for me because I tend to write songs all the time, like, honey, we need more ketchup. There are things that I randomly write songs, and this song, I wrote a song at the end of February, and I hated it. So I wrote another song on Monday, and so this is song number 2. And then, if you notice, I don't have any instruments with me. I feel like everything's just too much, right? So it's just me. Hi. Here we go. Thank you. Long ago, or maybe not so long, we sat by the fire with books, knitting and song, a way to commune, express, and belong. In the village, the family, the heart. And time rolled along, and new voices were heard. They raved that the songs and the books were disturbed, so they sent them to burn like the witches they purged. In the village, the family, the heart. And the same men who burned created the screens, and the screens held such stories you need never dream. And never alone would this happy world seem. In the village, the family, the heart. And the seats near the fire, and the benches in parks, and the cafes and porches were left vacant and dark. And the singing had stopped, words made no mark. In the village, the family, the heart. Then history bent, zigzagged and spun, with little steps to progress and many steps undone. And we're here once again to see what we've become. In this village, this family, this heart. Some books still burn, some words are erased. Equity, gender, inclusion, and grace. A spiteful Caesar says saves, yet spits in the face of this village, this family, this heart. And the lies and despair seem to reign every day, and the small groups they gather to fight their dark ways. And protests to calls make way to the halls for this village, this family, this heart. They say fire transforms when we're pushed to the brink, and it's time to speak out. It's worse than we think. What's left of the world when humanity sinks? No village, no family, no heart. Use your voice. Use your voice. Do not be silenced. Thank you.
Wow.
Fae Wiedenhoeft. Faye started by asking you to thank everyone who has been up here, but there's a lot of people who haven't been up here who have been a very important part of this evening. So can we ask you to show some vocal, audible, or digital appreciation for Cameron Newell running sound.
Dylan Randolph doing our live stream tech.
Seasoned graphic design from Barbie Statman.
Our Bushwick Book Club Seattle theme song that will get stuck in your head forever is written and performed by Julia Massey.
Our band book season theme song, first written for original music inspired by Fahrenheit 451, written and performed by the Half Brothers.
The Bushwick Book Club premise comes courtesy of Susan Wong.
Alicia, Sarah, Mike helped out volunteering tonight. Could not have wrangled y'all without them.
Yes. The Bushwick production team consists of Jeff Larson, Carrie Garvin, Drea Marilyn, Emily Persia, and Wes Weddell.
Kevin O is our photographer.
And our venue is courtesy of Jason, DK, and Pepe.
Jason has been with you all night at the bar, so thank you all so much for that. Let's should go put a t-shirt in his tip bucket. That's what we should do.
It's not too late. All right, to the corner, 026. Yay! All right, Jeff, do you got anything?
Sure.
Okay.
I got a shirt and a hat. These are the last two things I have right here. And I just want to let y'all, hey members, I love you and I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here tonight. And
all right, a shirt and a hat.
Yeah.
087. No? 087? Oh, okay. Okay. 068. Yay!
All right.
And then, so we got a shirt, or are we doing both of that? Oh,
there you go.
Oh, it's a double giveaway.
Perfect.
Ooh.
All right, and I got one more shirt up here as well.
For 069. Oh, is that also you? Oh, that's you. Yay!
All right. And that was, yeah. So, and let's give away a poster. Or let's not give away.
Yeah.
Let's award. I'll get it.
Yeah, okay, you get that. Okay, so our signed poster for our Fahrenheit 451 evening, signed by all of the songwriters, will be going to Scott. Yay, Scott!
Oh, yeah.
Yay!
Thank you,
Thank you for your
Scott.
contribution as a performer and to our club.
All right, we have one more song for you this evening, and it comes from Jess Pillay. Jess Pillay is a multifaceted musician and creative whose music often crosses genre lines but can be best described as pop fusion, seamlessly incorporating elements of folk, rock, blues, funk, and jazz. Her lyrics are bold and focus on hard themes like grief and loss, systemic injustice, and the messy, ever-changing nature of relationships, all anchored by a sultry alto voice that ties it all together. Jess has joined us in the past for original music inspired by Charlotte's Web, I Sing the Salmon Home, and our partnership with Seattle Arts and Lectures. Jess Pillay.
Thank you. Oh, so this is definitely one of my favorite books, like a lot of people here tonight. I think I read it in high school or shortly after high school for the first time. And so it was a real joy to dive back in and revisit Ray Bradbury's beautiful words. And I spend a lot of my time, actually, I think especially lately, like many of us, probably thinking about censorship and just what that means. And especially thinking about that from the lens of being a woman of color, sometimes in predominantly white spaces where I can't always use my voice and I can't say what I want to say. And usually, when I write for Bushwick and just my music in general, I try to write things that point people towards a place of hope. And I think right now, with the state of the world, I just feel angry. Does anybody relate to that? So, yeah. So I wrote something that kind of expresses anger. So I'm sorry to leave you on a slightly downer note, but I do hope that it still ends up being uplifting in the sense that it's about sort of finding your voice and marching forward, even when there are people around you who want to limit you and silence you and keep you from using your voice. And I was thinking about the idea of fire being that kind of all-consuming thing that it's just going to push its way through everything and use its voice, and it's going to do what it's going to do, whether it's good or bad. And so that's what this song is about.
You thought you could contain me, tried keeping me in line, built all these walls around me, thought you could make me hide, but I'm not that good at hiding. No, I was meant to find the light. You thought you could seduce me with all your fiery lines. Now you're the one who's burning, trapped in your own demise. I'll never let you hold me. Your darkness won't contain my light. 'Cause I am a fire, and I won't stay in your cage. I'm burning brighter while I swallow you in flames. You thought you were my turn, but I'm gonna watch you burn. You thought you could control me, thought you could hold me down, but I am a revolution. I'll burn you to the ground. Oh, you won't catch me hiding. No, sorry. No, darling, it's my time to rise. 'Cause I am a fire, and I won't stay in your cage. I'm burning brighter while I swallow in your flames. You thought it was my turn, but I'm gonna watch you burn. You thought it was my turn, but I'm gonna watch you burn.
Jess Pillay. Keep that going for all the musicians you heard from tonight.
Starting with Wes Weddell, Sheryl
Wiser,
Helen America,
Leanna Keith,
The Former Lovers,
Polybanderous,
Kristin Chambers,
Fae Wiedenhoeft,
and Jess Pillay.
Thank you all so much.
Give it up for Wes Weddell and Emily Persia.
Executive Director Jeff Larson getting his steps in from the back of the room. Drea Maryland, stagehand, and thank you all. Our next show is April 12th, right here at Hugo House. Original music inspired by The Devil's Highway. May 10th is Stamped, Racism, Anti-Racism, and You. And we will finish our season on June 14th with a double bill. We're trying it out. So original music inspired both by genderqueer and Sex is a Funny Word. Both of those books were high on the list of frequently challenged titles in recent years. If you went through tonight thinking, I never got to go to the corner, he was always talking to the middle of the room, and he never looked at me. Emily never called my number. You know what?
It's your turn.
It's your turn. All right? There's still stuff in the corner. You're welcome to it. And there's this thing in my family where it only takes once for something to be tradition. It was like, we'll do it, and then we're like, oh yeah, didn't we always? Sometimes we've only even talked about it, and we're like, yeah, don't we always do that? Anyway, so last month, we let members come take a book from the bookshelf, and I think it's tradition now. So, members, you feel free also to tread carefully, but come up here, take a book from the bookshelf. Any book on this fair game, don't take Hugo House's typewriter, please. At the beginning of the night, I was like, you know what? People can take everything except my copy of Fahrenheit 451, which I brought to display tonight, and then I forgot to say that, and it left with the quiz, which is so much funnier than anything else. So I'm letting it's not like I can't find other copies. Well, unless they burn them all tomorrow. But members, of which I imagine there are some in the room. In fact, when Jeff emailed me last night some statistics to have handy, he said that we have 77 memberships.
Woo!
And that number right now is 79. So thank you.
Thank you, members.
2 new members. Hang out in the corner. Come up to the bookshelves. Say hi to the performers. Visit the merch table. Clean out the bar. We'll see you here April 12th for original music inspired by The Devil's Highway. Once again, please, for Emily Persia. Take care and be kind.
Don't burn books, burn your iPad instead. Throw some Kindles on the fire till it's all just twisted melting wire. Don't burn books, burn your iPad instead. Throw some Kindles on the fire till it's all just twisted melting wire. It's not uncommon to catch myself having stared at my laptop all day long, and I think, why don't I read a book or go outside? So don't burn books, burn your iPad instead. Throw some Kindles on the fire till it's all just twisted melting wire. Don't burn books, burn your iPhone instead. Crush your Android with some pliers till it's all just twisted mangled wire.